Beat's kind of funky, though, I tell you.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's look at the tail of the tape. 9-4 is Trevino versus 15-11. 28 versus 34. 5'11" versus a much taller 6'2". Both right there, 134, 173 pounds, 74 pounds, and a reach advantage of only 2 inches for Angelo Trevino.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Fight Network for the main card of XMMA 3 Vice City. So, our judges and officials are ready. Our main card fighters are ready. Are the fans ready? No, I said Miami, Florida. Are you ready? Our first fight on the main card is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division and is presented by Chain Mine. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 174.6 pounds. He holds a professional record of 9 wins, 4 losses, and he fights out of Sacramento, California, presenting Angelo Baby Monster Trevino. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 173 pounds. He holds a professional record of 15 wins, 11 losses, and he fights right here in Miami, Florida, presenting the Fresh Prince of Kendall, Jose CACERES.
All right, our first fight of the main card here at XMMA 3 Vice City. Eric Apple joined by Russell Peters as well as Gilbert Melendez, and we are ready to rock.
Ready? You ready?
And these guys are excited. Look at Caceres, big smile.
Trevino, the shorter fighter, but with the bigger reach here.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see how long his arms are. Interesting, 2 different demeanors. Caceres happy, smiling, and his opponent means all business. No smile on his face.
And they said in the announcement that Trevino was out of Sacramento, but he was at Alpha Male, but now he's here in Florida training.
Yes.
Want to give him that respect.
I had already questioned that.
And you know, somebody fighting it, you know, at a weight class like this, it's kind of odd to see, because not many welterweights and middleweights and bigger at Team Alpha Male, right? Oh, big kick.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I'm sure they have some big guys out there, but they probably are within their weight class, and that's why that weight class goes there.
Are they even allowed to go to sparring with all the bantamweights and flyweights?
There's only so much Uriah can do.
Hey, Uriah can do a lot. If you've been to Sacramento, you know you can do everything. That guy.
Yeah, big respect to
Don't
that.
ever shortchange Uriah favor.
Oh, no, hell no. I wouldn't want to tussle with him.
That's a man of many
nice
skills.
straight to the body lock here. Let's see if Trevino tries to engage in the grappling with Caceres. Caceres is happy in this over-under clinch. This is a neutral position. 2 guys have the potential to body lock each other, throw each other.
Yeah, he absorbed a shot, though, for sure.
Caceres looking for that trip. Trevino's corner asking for him to break off, I believe. Or is that the ref? We got Caceres with the trip.
Nice.
Trevino neutralizes it in the guard of Caceres here. Immediately takes him to the cage. Did you see that?
Beautiful takedown. Beautiful takedown.
And with an interesting grip there.
Oh, Caceres going for the leg. I like how Trevino's using his head as a weapon to post on Caceres' head. A lot of guys don't use their head enough. Oh.
Quickly turn into a headbutt.
Respect the underhook. Respect the underhook, Angelo. Respect the underhook.
He's corner telling Angelo to respect the underhooks. You know, Caceres has that underhook. That's what's going to get him off the bottom. Yeah. Use that underhook. He pumps up to a single leg, or you know, chucks Angelo up so he can get some space to get up.
And just to be clear, you're talking about the right underhook of Caceres, correct?
Yes, very true. The overhook is his left arm right there, and the right arm is in the underhook position. Caceres has an overhook with the left arm, underhook with the right. Maybe trying to tie him up here to get a stand-up or to keep it grappling.
Yeah, I don't know if tying him up is going to do very much against Angelo Trevino. I feel like he's very proficient in this position.
Oh, look
And
at
you see
that
the front
choke right
headlock,
there.
And that's just mean.
That's a front headlock. Yeah, it is. Get the name of that guillotine type of choke, but it's using your chest and to put pressure on him like a sprawl, but with the guillotine, with the choke in there.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him try it again. Trevino, and like I said, that's just a mean choke. The level, the chances of landing that is not very high. It's just mean and upsets your opponent and just puts him in some pain.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's something that really bothers you.
I think they're just called dick moves.
Yeah, that's another word for that. It's a dick
That's
move.
another word for it.
If somebody did that in the training room, you'd be upset with them.
I'm notorious for dick moves in training.
Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first of 3 5-minute rounds. Jose Caceres versus Angelo Trevino.
That way he can't knee and do stuff, okay? And you bring hand fight and score.
This is a welterweight matchup. A little bit over welterweight, but we'll still call it welterweight.
Minute 30 left.
Trevino with the clinch. Oh, barely misses that knee. Caceres firing back with the kick.
Minute 30.
Oh, looking for that spinning back fist or elbow. Was Caceres correct?
A little slow on it, but if he had committed to it, he would have got it.
Oh, straight left to right hook by Trevino. Going in for the kill. Surprisingly clinches up when I think he could have just kept pushing the pressure with the strikes there.
Should step back and get a little busier. Letting Caceres recover from all of it.
Hand fight and break off. Hand fight and break off. Don't settle, Angelo, he was hurt, bud.
Way to switch positions for Angelo Trevino, keeping his opponent up against the cage. And the head position is what's so important, isn't it, Gilbert?
Yeah, we've been talking about that on the ground or even on your feet. Head position is huge in wrestling. You get your forehead right in the chin under your opponent right there.
And that's something that even if you're not the greatest wrestler, if you're able to get head position and get your opponent on the cage, he can be a better wrestler than you. But if your forehead is pushed up against his jawline, it's going to really nullify anything he's going to do.
Frustrates you. Hurts.
Very good points.
It's another one of those dick moves.
Definitely a dick move.
Oh, Caceres
just
trying to go
falling to
for a
guard?
lat drop and just fails big time. Trevino making him pay for
And
it.
just going to say, and that was an expensive missed opportunity for him.
Trevino should have gotten on top of that.
Trevino just looks so durable, so youthful and strong. Caceres a little more fragile out there, I have to say. I mean, much respect to him. No disrespect with that, but just what I'm noticing.
And I feel like Trevino's in a very, very good position physically and mentally after this round. He's got to feel content.
He does have to feel content. He wobbled him with the good strikes. He was able to take him down. He was able to ground and pound him. I think he basically dominated that round. Here is a big outside kick. Caceres with the trip to the takedown, but Trevino neutralizes it. And he gets on top, and here's we'll call that the punk choke. And then a lat drop by Caceres that fails completely.
Yeah, really.
That's the punch.
Oh, and here's the straight.
He had a great
to a hook
opportunity that he
wall.
let go.
And a third one. All right. 1 round down, 2 to go. Angelo Trevino on his feet, ready to go. Caceres still getting a few more breaths and still listening to some more from his coach, but he smiles at his opponent.
Caceres does look a little winded at the moment.
Does, for sure. And I'm gonna. Caceres, he's not the biggest welterweight on earth.
Got the height at least.
Yeah, but I still feel like Trevino's just a bigger man.
He's stockier, more compact.
For sure.
Find it. Time, yeah, good.
Some exciting, dynamic attacks here. Oh, nice kick to the body. Oh, wait.
Caceres reminds me of the late, great Diego Corrales when you look at him. Oh, that was a
He
nasty.
does look like him. A lot of output in 30 seconds from Caceres.
Oy.
Looks like Trevino's focusing on that lead leg of Caceres.
Well, that kick mattered right there, I can assure you.
Front kicks matter.
Oh, nice low kick as well. He's just going after those legs
boy.
now. I mean, Caceres has skinnier legs, so that could be a target for his opponent.
Yeah, I always like to see a southpaw conventional fight when they attack the lead leg, the outside of the lead leg. It's not a very easy kick to pull off. Valentina does it very well. We're seeing Angelo do it well. Spinning kick fails. Trevino takes his back.
And will we see some kind of lift? We do.
A little mat return right there.
And immediately dropping his knee across. Tell us about that position, Gilbert.
Yeah, that's a good read right there from you, Apple. You put that knee across, that kind of shuts down your opponent. He has very limited ways to go. He can either rock to his knees, which will give him his back, or he tries to face your opponent, which is very difficult because your leg is trapped. So you stay there and you get ground and pounded, or you try to straighten your leg and give up the side mount, or you go to your knees, and that's not good.
You can also go for a knee on belly with his right knee as well if you want.
Now moving
That
over
is-
to more of a traditional side mount. Knee on belly. And landing the hammer fist, you hear him.
Yeah, I love that. I love seeing, you know, when people grapple and add their ground and pound, the transitions, juggling from grappling to striking, ground and pounding. You don't want to be stuck on one or the other.
There you go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Caceres trying to scramble around, and he is moving quite a bit, but he has not gotten close to escaping, unfortunately.
Trevino doing the knee on the belly, like Russell said. That's a good attack from side mount, huh, Russell?
It's one of my favorites.
Well,
I'm a dick with my knee on belly.
That is one of those moves again. The knee on the belly is a lot of pressure, and you have some submissions there, right?
Especially if you drop it on him instead of resting it on him.
well, he seems to be, you know, he's floating or kind of surfing. He's letting Caceres kind of move around. He's scrambling, but Trevino just floats on top, comes back down as soon as he holds still.
Low style.
You know, and that's like that drill you do with, like, you know, the medicine ball where you kind of float around and roll around on it and just float on top of it. Just still keep on top, using your hips, your balance. Another big right hand there. And now look at that, hopping over
Right
into
to
full
the
mount.
mount
Nice
position.
full mount.
And that's a problem. Your opponent, you know,
True.
they'll bring their feet together and their knees up, and you just kind of hop over and slide right in. But look at this.
Nice.
When you have long legs like that, you can always fish for that heel hook.
I am really impressed with Angelo Trevino here. Man, he's making really solid decisions here and controlling Caceres very well and taking minimal damage but still being active. Guy's a bright future ahead of
You
him.
gonna
For
step right back
Kimura right
over?
there. Spike.
Watch the underhook.
Some
Now
sort.
you notice that he hasn't stepped back over to mount like he did earlier because
Caceres
oh,
getting the
beautiful.
Wow.
Now Trevino's, that's just mean now. He's just showing off.
Well, Caceres was able to get the hook in, being long and lanky like that, Shinya Yoki style, and he was actually in a little bit of trouble, but man, Trevino's been there before and did a whole 360, rolled out of it. That was a great reaction.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Nice. There you go with the body shots. That'll open him up.
Very interesting movement. Working still on the top is Angelo Trevino. Less than 1 minute to go here in the second of 3 5-minute rounds. XMMA 3 Fight City. Eric Apple with Russell Peters and Gilbert Melendez, and we're watching Angelo Trevino go to work.
Watch that. Head high, Angelo. Nice. Elbow, short elbow. Tricky. It's tricky there. Short elbows.
Side mount position from Angelo Trevino here. Got to be
Dropping the
careful.
shoulder on him.
Caceres has his feet off the cage. He could explode off and use that, so Trevino has to be wary of that. See Trevino with the open hand strikes and trying to get his shin across the left arm of Caceres so he could pin him down in that crucifix position. I mentioned Valentina a second ago, but that's what she does. Matt Hughes does that.
Good shot to the belly. We give him with that knee as well.
Less than 10 seconds to go here in the second round.
Trevino pinning it down, trying to get that crucifix here. We can do some damage short time.
And we noticed right there at the end of the round, you saw how close the referee was getting there. The referee is either checking to make sure how he's looking at Caceres' reaction to the shots, and he's checking to see how into the fight he is. He is worn out, and he's showing that. And the referee's number one job, as is all the athletic commission, his number one job is, of course, the fighter's safety. So he's definitely looking to see his reaction. He wants to see, you know, emotionally, physically, how into the fight is he still?
Yeah, that's the referee's job, you know, and he has to keep a close eye, and they know what to look for. I'm curious to ask the ref, what are you looking for? Obviously, you got to see if the opponent's fighting back, which Caceres seems to, but he is starting to weather, but he could see something that we don't see.
Yeah, but like again, they'll get up close and they'll look at the fighter's face, see how they're reacting to shots, because they want to see if the fighter is still engaged and wants to be there. That's the best way to say it. Does this guy want to be there? Is he taking this damage, and is he still fighting back? Is he still engaged and firing back? Or does he not really enjoy this anymore and you can tell he wants to get out?
Yeah, no,
Because
it's
sometimes the
in the
fighters
eyes.
will look for an excuse to get out, and the referee will recognize that and take that opportunity to stop the fight.
Here we go.
Final round. Trevino starting off with a kick once again, as he was in the first 2 rounds. And Caceres kind of marching forward, but those are somewhat lazy punches, Gilbert.
Look like those Taekwondo punches.
Yeah, I think Trevino's done a good job of just, managing the distance, and Caceres thrown a lot of strikes that were just kind of wasted, hitting air, some spinning back kicks, and, your energy bar goes down when you don't hit. And Trevino waits it out and capitalizes. Well, that one sure landed right there. Caceres showed me. Trevino looks at him, but probably because I hurt a little.
Yeah, usually when you have some kind of reaction like that, it means it did hurt. That's why you said something. That's why you made a point.
Getting his win back there. Caceres has his opportunity to kind of push. Oh, my God!
That's it. That's it.
Woo! What a knockout! Overhand left, drops Caceres, followed by a vicious elbow.
And that's a bad one with his knees. You saw his legs flop back.
My goodness.
That's not good.
Take a second to see. No.
Let's take a look at this replay. We saw the overhand left right on the chin.
It was over at that moment.
Yeah, for sure. The referee tried to get in there as fast as he could. Man, Angelo Trevino really in for the kill. He landed 2 more shots. The referee came in straight. Look at this overhand left. And Caceres has a kind of a stare in his eyes already. Boom, right on the tip of the jaw.
Yeah.
Over, and Trevino, man, what a killer instinct Trevino has.
Hey, I mean, this is the fight game. You have to be a killer out there. You can't let up. You got to go for the kill. It's the ref's job to jump in. Trevino's doing his thing out there.
It's not his job to protect his opponent.
Yeah, the referee was right there, though. He was. There was no hesitation, which is good to see.
It is. Things happen so fast.
Very fast.
Like I said, the referee came in there as fast as possible, and it wasn't enough.
Still not fast enough.
Yeah. For all the official particulars, let's head to the ring and hear from Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee calls a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of the 3rd and final round. Declaring your winner by knockout, Angelo Baby Monster Trevino.
Got 2 of those correct.
So Angelo Trevino, what an amazing performance, and we're glad Caceres is fine. I mean, we don't want to take anything away from your win, but what a beautiful performance tonight. I mean, you executed a great game plan, took minimal damage. I mean, what a great performance. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
I feel great. This is like the first time I ever got to feel like I was flowing in here, so that's 15 fights, and it took me that long, so I'm just super stoked.
That's great. I mean, fighting for XMMA, tell us your experience in here, and is there anyone on this card you're looking to fight next?
I'm looking to fight anybody that wants it. XMMA, great promotion. This is their 3rd show, and they're doing it big. I just want to say, hey, Luca, it's my son up there, my beautiful wife, Tina. She's pregnant. We're expecting a little girl. I'm so happy, man.
Having that family, as a motivation, I mean, how does that feel coming into this cage and fighting, and is that where you get your motivation from?
Oh man, I get a crazy fire in me, and I get an even bigger fire when I know I got a great team in my corner, great manager Pete. I love you guys, Team Fusion forever.
I gotta say, man, I can see the focus in your eye. It's out there, beautiful straight left, right hook. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, I actually broke my right hand in the first round. And I told my coach, I was like, man, my freaking hand's broken. He said, hey, man, just keep throwing that left, keep throwing that left. It landed. I got that elbow, the right elbow. That still worked, so came away with the win.
Beautiful performance by Angelo Trevino, everybody. Let's hear it for him.
Angelo Trevino showing us that he means business along with Fusion XL, yet another fighter here in South Florida, or in Florida in general. As you see the left hook, landed those 2 mean elbows before the
unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his job to stop. He keeps going. He's doing his job. Nothing he did wrong, but he's just so quick The referee couldn't get to him in time.
I actually don't think he could have stopped himself. In all fairness, he had that momentum with him.
He was lunging in for sure.